Oh, must flip camera. Camera mirror off. Haha. Mirroring is off. There we go. Fast as fuck, boy. God dang. Wow. What's up, Belle? Dang, Emily, fast as fuck, boy. You is fast as fuck. Damn. What's up, ladies? How we doing tonight? How we doing tonight? What's up? Ba-da-ba. I gotta get a better mustache. I definitely wasn't waiting. What's up, DW? What's up, fam? Excuse me. Oh. Hello, hello. Oh, DW just reached level 9 in the fan club. Huzzah! Huzzah! Oh, wow. Liz got here early tonight. What? What's up, baby? She got here early tonight. She usually never comes this early. Oh, that's what she said. Hey, hey, she might have heard that one. Excuse me. Bum, 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 bum. We'll just put that right. Yeah, we're over. I think I should die. Hey, Bags, what's up? Emily, thank you for the heart. Send me a heart. Gotta make an entrance. Haha, you always make an entrance. You are. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. That almost came out wrong. That's what she said. Oh, Carissa's here. What's up, girl? What's up? What's up? I'm getting my mustache. I think Emily heard the joke. I think she might have heard me on that one. It's pretty funny. That's a pretty funny joke. If I don't say so myself, it's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny joke. Maybe it's pretty funny, you know. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me, man. That last one here would get me. Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't need that stand. Oh, thank you for the roses, DW. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we're good. All right, here we go. We'll see how long this lasts tonight. I need to. I think the tape already after 2 little readjustments. There. Here we go. Restriction. How am I already restriction? Live comments themes. Some may feel uncomfortable. What are we talking about? My live doesn't count the count. Yeah, there we go. There's no way. Whatever. Yeah, okay. I don't even understand. Wow. I got a restriction for something. What are we getting a restriction for? Okay, hang on. Let's check this out. Your restriction is not eligible for recommendation because you may be promoting a brand or a product. Restriction will be removed once you turn on content disclosure setting. What are we talking about? Content disclosure setting. What are we talking about? Here, content disclosure. There. There. Okay. There. Now maybe it'll go down. Whatever. I don't know. I guess maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Honestly, honestly, yeah. We got the party starter. What's up? Honestly, if it keeps getting like this and I keep getting bang, bangity bang bang, we might just have to. I'm peddling mustaches. Mustache. You just gotta have a mustache. Have a mustache. We might just go to the red box place, the UV2B. I'll do it that way. I'll put all my stuff over here, and I'll put my big mic, and I don't know. We'll figure it out one day. We'll get there. Anywho, anyway. Maybe I'll have to step out a little. Okay, I understand, Pixie. I understand. Anyone can go live on YouTube. Oh yeah, I've already got all that and set up and everything. Like if I wanted to right now, I could go over to my computer desk and I have it all set up, but it's just it's in a small corner and I don't have space for the activities. So I was actually looking at that. I just have to get some extra cables, move my camera over, move a couple things, set it up over there, run it through the OBS, the computer, but then everybody would have to go to the YouTube, you know? So I don't know. We'll have to see if that's what everybody would be wanting to do. We'll figure it out. For the future. For the future. Now, it would honestly, if I were to do that, it would probably at most a day's worth of work. At most. Two at most, if everything was, unless I had troubles, you know. Exactly. Future wise is problems. If this keeps happening, then it'll be something we do, but otherwise we'll just keep dealing with the growing pains of the TikTok of not liking me. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought you had a better mustache, but you have a piece of chocolate. That's a piece of chocolate, not a better moustache. A moustache. A moustache. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, hey.
Here she is. The woman of every hour. Oh, yeah, about a 3-second delay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. I ate my last Hershey bar. No.
Oh, no.
Everybody says hi. See?
Last piece. That's the worst.
Excuse me. All
right, y'all enjoy.
Y'all enjoy. You, what do you mean y'all enjoy? I know, that's what I'm saying. You enjoying too, aren't you?
But, like, I'm enjoying. I know I'm enjoying.
Being silly.
Man, silly.
They say looking gorgeous as usual, and they say hi and hey. She says thank you and bows down. Curtsies no and leaves. Dirty look. Ah! Laser beams! I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Great job on the skirt. Oh, she'll see when she gets to the chat. Any expectations for how the Citrine mission will go? Fucked up. It's gonna get fucked up. I think we're gonna get fucked up. Wise got us interested with books. Liz is keeping it. Right? There you go. Exactly. It's a team effort. Yeah, the mission's gonna go fucked up. It's gonna get fucked up. Bad things are gonna happen. Yeah, bad things are gonna. Let's see. They're gonna run into how do I want to? There's going to be at least one squabble, I think, somewhere. I don't know where. We're going to have a squabble somewhere. I'm not really sure. It could go so many ways. Is Cholden going? You know what I mean? Is Cholden going? I don't know all the parts yet, so it's kind of hard to say with not. Excuse me. Squabble is an amazing. I like that word. Oh, so we're gonna. I was talking, we're going to try something new. when I get really upset with our chodes, I'm going to try to be, who came up, Cholden. I think I kind of did that because I wanted to call him Choden, and it's Cholden. It was kind of that one was me. And I think, because y'all know how I get the restrictions, like right before I was like, yelling about Dane or somebody, right? Or like Jack Barlow, how he's such a cool guy. Like, because you know how Jack Barlow is such a cool guy. Like, he is not a chode at all. Like, we like the amount of hemorrhoiding chode that Jack Barlow is. You know what I mean? Like, yay. Like, we're going to see if that works. I don't know. Cuss Squad showing up. Ha ha. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's Jack Barlow. He's the coolest chode ever. Yay! Yeah. Maybe we're going to... You see where we're going with this? I don't know. We'll try. I don't think it'll happen. We'll just probably get restriction from the FYP again. So it's only 10 minutes. It is what it is, I guess. I don't know. Can I wait to get to the end? Yeah, I can't wait until we meet Mustard plant. What? Rebecca, Jack is amazing. He's right. Oh, thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that. All right. Did I see P get here? Pixie's here. I think I saw P. May's here. Oh, there he is. Yes, she is. See, it says she is. Maybe if we like Schmeckle him. Yeah, maybe if we like Jack Barlow, we'll. Oh, that's a good idea. Do y'all think we can maybe somehow make Jack Barlow too perfect? Is there a way to make Jack? I don't. Oh, let's just be real. Okay, come on. Is that possible? Mind talkie to Rebecca. Wait, is Sean here? Sean! Oh, Sean. Yeah, Sean, you are. Wow, Sean, you were a little late. Maybe Sean. Maybe if Sean talks to Kat. Maybe he can talk to Kat, put a good word in, and then Kat can talk to Rebecca. Okay, but this is the. He wish you could. Okay, but this is the question: is Sean at home or is Sean at the bar tonight? Where is Sean watching tonight's episode? I'm going to love if True Enemies to Lovers ends up being the reader and Jack by the end. Oh, stop! Why would you wish that on us? Why would you wish that on us, Brittany? Why? Going to bingo later though. Nice. Bingo. Is the bingo pots up there like I remember when my mom used to go to bingo all the time, like it was like $100 like a game, and then if like you won like the big game at the end, it was like $1,000 pot or something. It was crazy. It was crazy. You'd have ladies with tables with like whole dot pads out. They're just like, like whoa, wild. Right, put it out there. Could you? I don't even want to say things. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not even putting those vibes out there. Just like they said. I'm not gonna put it out there. She's got a spy out there. RY's got a spy out there, and they're finding out what all the fans are saying. And she changes her books right before editing to come up with the craziest theories and like schmeckle everybody's favorites to just devastate everybody because her plan is to take over the world through domination of trauma of your favorite characters. Welcome to my TED Talk. How about that? Ooh, pulls a JK rolling. Oh, I had to stretch my legs out for that one. All right. I mean, there's a theory everyone's. What did you say? What? That, I mean, why are we, what? Why? Go back to the very beginning of fourth, before even the first chapter. We read that, didn't we? I thought we made it because we even had to go back and double check that I read that. Right? Really? The first, okay, hang on. All right, that's to my Aaron, my captain. Fourth Wing is a non-stop thrilling adventure. There's the map. The following is transcribed. All events are true. What do we? I don't see that one. Where does he see that? Is it? Or is it just another one in Fourth Wing? It's not the first one. Did I miss something? Oh, the Jesse's retelling the stories. Okay, I see. Yeah. When we read that page at the beginning. Okay, gotcha. Ooh. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Well, oh. that definitely fits the narrative of the answers are already in the book. That definitely answers that one already. If that were the case. But vags, string, whiteboard, madness. We're working. The whiteboard, we're coming. The whiteboard fund is building slowly. We're getting there. We'll have one. We'll probably have one very soon. With the rate we're going, it is coming along swellingly. All right, it is about go time. I think we got most of the regs here. Excuse me. Hey, P, do you want to share with Mon? I don't know. She might still be sleeping right now. Maybe we gotta wait a few. I'm not sure. But I don't think she works today. But I just don't remember the time difference. But I thought I told her. Ferality. All right. Today we got 3 chapters, I think is what we said today. Is because I think they're all like 5 pages a piece. I'm going to verify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. There's 3. We're doing 3. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. there. 1 p.m. her time. All right. I do know. All right. 2, 3. All right, we're getting the page set up. I just got to get my, there's that. I got my blocking marker. My mustache is, excuse me. Oh, thank you for the gold medal. Haha, I feel a gold medal. Y'all see all them gold medals apparently breaking at the Olympics this year? That's kind of wild. I'm missing one of my things. Oh, it's way over here. Hang on, sorry. Somebody moved my Aquaman. That's why I couldn't find it. I was like, what the heck? I got my Batman and my Aquaman. All right. Already. I don't remember which city. She's in the middle north, I think, if I remember correctly, because she says she got to go. I don't remember. I can't remember. It's afternoon tomorrow there. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Well, I don't know. Maybe she's just busy. I don't know. I haven't seen her on. Yeah. Okay, are we ready for chapter 19? She said tomorrow. She in the future. Oh, thank you for joining the Heart Club. Woo, 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 woo. All right. That it's tomorrow afternoon there, right? Right? All right, here we go. Let's go. Onyx Storm, chapter 19. A wise reading. The gem given to you upon graduation of Cliff's Bane should always be worn close to your heart. If you have not mastered your control, it will only amplify your downfall. Chapter 3, The Cannon of the Flyer. All right. 4 nights later, our riot of 8, including Mira, thanks to Choden. He's a swell guy, that Choden, let me tell you. Hey, there's Mon. She made it. We got her. Hello. I saw that. Let's go. I love it. All right. Thanks to Choden throwing his royal weight around. That's the only thing he needs to be thrown around. Crosses the border to Samara. Magic slips free from the ward's cage. Power expands in every direction, running like a current that rushes around me, beckoning me to play or destroy. My skin tingles as we slip down the valleys through the Espins, and I'm stuck with the oddest urge to try and pluck strands from the very sky and weave runes. It feels like there's something more out. There's more power out here than usual, I tell Turn as we dive along the ridgeline. Actually, there's less. The Veni saw to that, he replies. But you grow more powerful every day and capable of recognizing what once was entirely invisible to you. I could recognize it, Adarna chimes in. If you ever let me come with you. With Theophany hunting you, you are far safer at Samara. I grip the pommels as Tarn levels out along the riverbank, sticking to the shadows the overcast night has provided. I swear that a permanent bruise just below my sternum from trying to sleep in the saddle. The things could use some modifications before we head to Devil's Island. But you're not, Adarna urges with her voice fading by the farther we fly. I can burn Vinny. I told you a dozen times. First, fire burns the hottest, which could explain the phenomenon, Tarn replies. The mission is dangerous enough without adding a desirable target for any lurking dark welders. They're all busy to the south. Her voice trails off and the connection is severed. We have about 12 hours before you'll start to feel pain of the distance from Adarna. Taryn reminds me as we cut through the night, opening the conversation to Sigale and Exaden's pathways. I have no desire to test the 3 or 4 day limit that the riders and their dragons can be a part of, nor to suffer the fatal consequences. 3 hours to Antica. 1 hour to locate the citrine. 3 hours back. A third of the riot station at Samara launched off an offensive against an unknown stronghold just north of the fortress an hour ago, which allows us to slip through the red line on the battle brief map unnoticed by the enemy. Everything is going according to plan. Until, hey, Bobby, what's up, Bobby? 3 hours later, it feels almost a little too easy. Oh boy, as we land in the village square of what has once been Annika, definitely not occupied, other than evading 2 patrols of wyverns by staying low. We haven't seen a single enemy. Our only sparse village and dimly lit encampments of civilians between the lands of the Veni drain their advance towards Samara. Tarn sets his claws down first as usual, despite being told to hang back in formation by Grady. Nobody's listening to you, Grady. And the rest follow suit around the withered remains of a clock tower. Just because I accept the terms of the mission doesn't mean I like them. Tarn grumbles low in his chest as I bundle my flight jacket with the pack at the edge of my saddle and dismount. I know, my feet hit the ground and everything feels off without the presence of magic. According to our last intel, welding within drained territory isn't just challenging, but it seems to draw Vinny. So I let the conduit fall along my wrist, keeping it closed just in case everything goes to shit. Stick to the plan, and I'll let you know when we have it. Tarn bends and launches high above the crumbling 2-story building and is quickly joined by the rest of the dragons, 2 of whom bear riders. Grady chooses to do recon from above. Pew and Foley. Hey, grats on the fan club level 10, man. As Aiden strides past the clock tower heading my way, he's done a good job in masking his discomfort, but I can see the struggle in his eyes and the curl of his fingers. You should have taken the sentry assignment, I tell him as Grady gathers the others to my left. I wasn't leaving you on the ground. Our hands nearly brush as we turn and walk around the group. But we're careful not to touch, especially with how Aurora Benhaven narrows her eyes in our direction. And it's not like I'm risking anything as long as I remain calm, cool, and collected within the perimeter. Hey, welcome to Wolverine, chapter level 10, grats. The magic is long since drained, which is why dragons are in the sky flying over the land. The dark welders left untouched in their haste to reach Samara. I can't tell. Grady flips the hand-drawn map over. Her handwriting is atrocious. It looks like that way, Captain Henson notes, leaning in to see the pointing across the village square, which is why you should have brought Cat like Violet asked. Mira plucks the map straight out of Grady's hand and studies it. Griffins can't keep up, Grady reminds us, and this mission will serve as a trial run for all those that follow. An extra member would have thrown off the dynamic. What fucking dynamic? I asked Zayden. I loathe Aurora, but don't trust Grady after he fed us the serum during RSC training, and I don't know the rest of them. Calm, cool, collected. Zayden slides his hand into his pockets. He needs a fidget toy or an emotional support sword is what Zayden needs. Really? I don't see your prince and his guards here, let alone anyone representing Premio. I stop whispering like they can hear you. Mira rotates the map and lines the landmark Cat sketched out. The area is deserted and will be fine as long as our sentries intercept any upward patrols and no one wields. Mira points past my right shoulder. It's this way. I'll take that, Lieutenant. Grady snatches the map back. Oh, I just want to be very, very nice to Grady. I want to give Grady an up close and personal introduction to my friend here. You know what I'm saying? Just, hi, Grady, how you doing? Meet my friend. That's what I want to do with Grady. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like anybody else? Just want to be friends with Grady, right? Good friends with Grady. If I didn't know better, I think you were setting this mission up to fail. Mira offers a cutting smile. See, even she does too. Ah, my tape ain't working. I'm sorry. Let's go. Grady glares my sister's way and then stalks past the direction she pointed. I put it on upside down that time. Okay. It makes any difference, Captain Henson says, glancing at Mira as she's passed. I agree with you. I don't. Aurora pushes up the sleeves of her uniform and runs by. We can't trust the flyers, and yet it's their artifact that Cat is helping us find. I murder as we follow. Cool, calm, collected. Zayden scans every building as we pass. New mantra since becoming Duke. Mira asks, surveying the remains of what looks like a marketplace that's gone now. I'm sorry. Just trying to not explode on Grady. We ruin our little trial run here, Zayden replies. The village is silent as we walk the abandoned streets, passing the... What is this word? What is it? Oh, that's desiccated. That's how you spell desiccated? Wow. Okay, remains of people every block or so. It reminds me of a sandcastle. The structure is there, but so delicate that every harsh breeze might crumble of the colorless structure. We turn to the next intersection, ever narrowing columns of residential row houses with barely enough rooms and wagons to pass each other in the street. Some of the houses connect to the ones across the way we covered bridges, creating a tunnel effect every 20 feet or so. Ironic that they built these so tight to keep the dragons from fitting between them. Oh boy, I did something wrong. And yet it's dragons. That might save us, I remarked, studying what's left of the architecture. A griffin would fit with no problem, as long as its wings were tucked, Mira notes. This is the one. Grady stops in front of an expansive house. What is it that plagues the home of Emil, the first of the drafts that gave it away? Zayden asks, nodding toward the right side of the door. Grady's mouth tightens. You know your place. Let's go. The front door creaks loudly enough to wake the dead as he swings it open, and everyone freezes. My stomach does its best to displace my lungs, and I clench my fist when the power immediately raises in my veins of fear. They can't hear us, Mira repeats, then clasps my shoulders as she walks by, headed to Grady and Henson. Be right back, Zayden says, but there's no usual brush of his hand or shadow along my lower back because Aurora is watching like we might just start making out any second. The four officers disappear to the creaky house, leaving Aurora and me in the middle of the street. I'll take south, I tell her, moving toward the doorway, then facing in the direction. Fine. She puts her back to me, and we begin to watch. Rumbling sound from within the house and the moonlight illuminates the cobblestone street. I look to see the clouds breaking as the wind picks up. Shit, stay out of sight, I tell Taryn. I am as the night, the sound more than a little offended. It is Dagoth. You should worry about. Aurora's red clubtail? Any luck? I asked Zayden. This whole place is a museum, and Kat only remembers that it was on display upstairs in a protective case. Not sure you've noticed, but there's a lot of upstairs, he answers. I glance up the 5 stories and ready to topple the second. We're going to be out here a while. This is exactly why we should have brought Kat. Maybe we wouldn't have triggered the memory of exactly where it was displayed. Great. Aurora shifts nervously behind me, her shadow sway near my feet. You scared? No, but I am, bitches. Jimmy! We're hundreds of miles from the ward, standing in a fucking cemetery, she snaps. What do you think? As someone who spent my share of time beyond the wards, it's healthy to be nervous. Something rattles up ahead. I tilt my head, focusing in the direction. A glass spotter rolls down the gentle slope to the hills of the street, propelled by a gust of wind before lodging itself into a doorway 4 houses over. See? I glance over my shoulder, then whip my entire body around to face Aurora. What the fuck? Just be prepared. She stands with her hands raised, a flint strike device between thumb and forefinger, fear pinching her face. That, I motion to her hands, is an unhealthy, mission-dangerous amount of fear. Put them down, away, gloves on. You need to remain yourself. The wielding is the worst possible thing you could do. No, she lifts her chin. Getting drained is far worse. I'm not about to be caught off guard. In fact, you should stand ready to. Absolutely not. I shake my head and turn back to her. My orders are not to weld unless it's an imminent threat of death, and I hardly think that a bottle constitutes such. As your wing leader, I am ordering you to stand ready, Aurora sees. What are you as our greatest weapon if you can't weld at a moment's notice? The only rank that matters out here, cadet, is cadet. So with all due respect, fuck off. I shrug and roll my shoulders, trying to dispel the tide of energy pushing against my archive doors. At least that means Taryn has located some undrained land. Found it, Mira calls through the open windows. I blow out a sigh of relief. The door across the street swings open with the ear-screeching creak. Maybe like that. And my head whips around the sound, fear launching my heart into my throat as the figure steps out of the shadows. Vi, watch out, Aurora's going to. Zayden starts, don't. I pivot and throw myself at Aurora, but the damage has been done. Fire sparks and spew from her hands like dragon flame and engulfs the doorway. We land in the tangles of limbs, and I narrowly keep from smacking my head on the stone of the stoop as a wave of heat blasts the side of my face. Lighting up the night, dread seizes my heartbeat, but I cut it off before it can take hold, or worse, freeze me with fear. Bum, bum, bum! Get off me, Aurora bellows, shoving me aside as the figure stumbles forward into the moonlight and screams. Ah! I gasp for a millisecond. Fear wins. Captain Grady is on fire. Captain Grady's on fire! Sorry, my bad. I got a little carried away on that one. No, Aurora scrambles the stone as he kneels in the center of the street. Every inch of the leather should be helped to protect him is covered in a foot-high flame. And we don't have water or ice welder on the ground. Zayden, I yell, gaining my feet and running toward the captain. Aurora, take off your flight jacket. We can smother the flames. We have to. His shriek etches itself into my memory as he collapses, and I wrench Aurora's flight jacket off her hands and throw it over him, hoping to put out the fire. The fresh scent of charred flesh turns my stomach. Hello, Clarice. But it's quickly overpowered by the thick, annoying, cloying smoke coming from the building behind him. Zayden gets to me first, yanking me back from the captain, and the shadows steam over our feet to smother the flames as the screams cease. But the fire in the building ahead of us roars. Fuck! All three of us look up as the wind gusts. My heart drops to the ground as house after house catches fire! Spreading down the street, the lands, the building, the very wood they were built, with many being drained by magic, they go up like kindling. Roranson, Mira shouts, barreling out of the house behind us. Henson closes the door on her heels. Do it! We're as good as dead already! I reach out at Zayden's arms and stumble towards Grady as the shadows rush up the sides of the buildings, but the flames have already licked their way across the bridge. We're in the middle of a fucking tinderbox. Sir! I drop in front of Grady, but he doesn't move. He schmeckled. Zayden announces, it's like the weather forecast, and I can't. I look over my shoulder to see sweat beating off his skin, and he shakes his head, lifting hand again and again, directing shadows over one building and then the next. But there's no earthly way he can keep up with the wind is spreading everywhere. Every cinder, every gust sends another structure up in flames. Captain Henson battles what she can, but even the best wind welder can't control the draft of ash and ember. The sky cracks and my eyes jerk upward. A bridge connection. Both halves of the house come crashing down, engulfing in flames. I move to push Zayden out of the way, but Mira standing between us, her arms raised and fingers splayed. A pulse of blue emits like magic, like a mage light, and the bridge cracks overhead, splitting in two and falling on either side of us. We have to get out of here. Mira hauls me to my feet, then yanks by a stunned Aurora by her collar. Senior wing leader just stares wide-eyed and spreading at the spreading destruction. I can do it, Zayden shouts, raising shadow after shadow. Let it go, Henson orders. The best we can hope for is a clear path to the village square for evac. Zayden arms trembles and fear stabs deep within my chest, chilling me to the bone. If the land he stands on hadn't already been drained, I put myself in his face, uncaring that everyone can see, and grasp his cheeks in my hand. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Sorry, I beg. Zayden, you have to let it go. Let it go. You need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. His tortured eyes lowers to mine, reflecting the flames in the onyx depths. Please, I keep my gaze on his. There is no stopping this. There's only surviving it. He nods and lowers his hands. My relief fills my next breath, but that's all the time we're allowed. Run, Mira shouts at both of us, and we break into a sprint down the narrow street. Pain shoots up from my ankles to my knees, but it doesn't matter, not when both sides of the street are catching fire, slightly slower than we're running. Focus and get to the town square. Terran orders, and I do just that. Focus. Dragons can't fight down these streets. We have to make it to the square, or worse. Every ounce of my energy goes into the placement of my feet so I don't roll my ankles on the stone. The movement of my breath, the space between us as Zayden keeps pace beside me. Mira hurries ahead, turning a corner after corner with certainty I could never possess in the maze of a village. And we follow, running for our very lives. There, Mira shouts, pointing at the clock tower, comes into view at the end of the street, and wings beating overhead. No, she yells, turn first. I shake my head and run faster. Go, if Tyne is here, then go. I'm not leaving, she starts to argue. Go so we can, Henson yells. Zayden throws out an arm, catching me in a skid as Mira races into the courtyard to meet Tyne's arrival. Their run-out mounting is flawless, time to peak perfection. Mira is already climbing the club tail's foreleg as Tyne flies over the village. Henson nods as if taking her dragon and then looks back at Aurora. You're next, 1 minute out. The flames start catching the houses behind us. This is my fault. Aurora clenches her fist to my right and looks to the courtyard with wide, frightening eyes. Grady is gone. They'll know we're here. There's no hiding a fire like this. All that matters is that we get out, I tell her. Don't think about anything else. Overhead, Zayden shouts as wings block the moon. We're not the only wings in the sky, Terran warns. Ice prickles the back of my neck. Go, Henson orders. Aurora points towards the courtyard. Dogla is on the approach. Wait, I shout, but she's already sprinting toward the clock tower. Terran says we aren't alone. She'll make it, Henson says. You ain't gonna make it, says in a voice that doesn't quite convince me. Scorching heat flames at my back, but I keep my eyes forward as Aurora races to the open. A claw reaches for her, and I hold my breath for them to make contact. The claw curls in the same way that Terran does right before he swoops me up. Talons emerge from somewhere near the middle of her spine. Ah! Blood gushes from the wound, but Aurora's scream is silent as the wyvern drags her lifeless body into the sky. Oh no, Aurora! Oh no! Bye, bitch. Not too far overhead, a dragon bellows. Zayden arms tighten around me, supporting my weight when the knees try to buckle. Turn 60 seconds, he says, urgency lacing his tone. Damn, they got here fast, Hanson murders, rocking back on her heels. All right, Rorinson, you're up. They got here fast, that's all she has to say. Why we don't answer to you, he says without taking his eyes off the courtyard. The moon catches on a flash of navy blue wings, but instead of landing, Sigale streaks overhead, flying fast and hard, that's what she said, for a wyvern that's just picking up altitude. What in Dune's name? And she damn well doesn't take your orders. Zayden says to Henson, Sigale launches and then seems to rake her claws into the wyvern and climb its back. Her head darts to the left and right. The creature's wings snap free. Remind me to never piss her off. I mutter as a wyvern falls crashing somewhere at the end of the village. A corner in Zayden's mouth raises. Approaching, Taryn announces. Take us both. I grab Zayden's hand. Run with me. Zayden's brow furrows for a heartbeat, and then he nods. I am not a horse, Taryn fires back as Zayden and I run for the courtyard, the heat at the back flaring to unbearable temperatures. They patrol in pairs. I shout down the pathway that connects all four of us. Take us both. My boots pound against the stone and ahead. I see Sigale banking in a steep turn. We hit the open air. I block out the very real possibility that the wyvern's partner will see us first. Yeah, we'll see us first. Sprinting harder for the widest place where Taryn can grab us. I'm here, he says, down our shared pathway. Trust me, Zayden demands, and I can't tell which one of us he's talking to. But I instantly nod. He pivots with an alarming speed, putting himself in front of me, then hauls me up against his chest. Feral! In the heat of a battle, y'all are going feral. Don't even lie. Bringing our heads level. Hold on. I throw my arms up around his neck, the conduit bouncing against his back, and he pitches his arms outward, and bands of midnight black shadows wrap around us both, binding me to him. Familiar wing beats sound over the flames and the scant heartbeats before we're plucked off the ground. Taryn's claws hooking over Zayden's shoulders and yanking us into the night. Winds tear at my eyes and we fly towards Sigale, but another pair of wings approaches from the right on an intercept pattern. 2 legs, not 4. On your right, I warned. Oh, that's sorry, her. On your right, I warned Tara, then turned to Zayden. You better be damn good with these shadows. I have you, Zayden promises. The bands tighten. Power floods my body as I throw open the archive door. Heat stings my skin. Gods, if I channel too much while attached to him, he's been a great deal closer when you've welded, Tarn reminds me. And nope, not thinking about how he knows that. How you know that, Taryn? You been reading her diary again, Taryn? What we say about that? Don't be reading her diary. You turn into a chode. How you know, Taryn? We know how he knows, I'm just saying. I fumble for a second to grasp the conduit, and hold it away from Zayden's skin and let the energy surge to a break point and focus entirely on my right hand. Power snaps whipping through me and departing all in the same heartbeat. Lightning strikes and I yank it downward from the sky with my fingers taking aim. She stings my fingers, but I hold the bolt as long as tolerable. Then set it free. Straight into the wyvern's back. The creature plummets and Sigale roars, blasting its corpse with the steam of fire as it falls past her. She pitches back to follow Taryn's banking left, taking us up the path that leads along the river and heading due west. We fly like that for another few minutes, just long enough to be sure we're safe, then land to take our respective seats and launch again. Taryn leads us low through the shadows of the mountains and up through the ridge lines. 2.5 hours later, we cross the wards 100 miles south of Samara. We make it back to the fortress within 3 hours to spare of our 12-hour limit. I can't believe you let him die. Schmeckled. I can't believe he was schmeckled, Lieutenant Pugh mutters as we walk under the portcullis of Samara. Wise! Zayden turns on him and pins him to the wall, the weight of his forearms. Behaven was a scared cadet who thought he was a Vinny. What the fuck is your excuse? Where were you when the wyvern skewed her? We were patrolling north. The man's complexion favors a tomato as he forces out the words, but neither Mira nor I intercede. You were needed above the village. Zayden removes his arm and the lieutenant slides down the wall. Henson and Foley help Pugh stand and then walk away from us into the courtyard as Mira holds up her hand once their backs are to us. So we stay right where we're at, I got there first, she turns, turning his face of us and dragging a long chain from the inner pocket of her flight jacket, a thumb-sized stone. I'm guessing, was once the color of a citrine, now rests in its setting, cracked haze, a smoked hue. Shit, my soldier dipped. If Cortland doesn't accept this, that's all we have. This has all been for nothing. That's not why I'm glad I got there first. Mira hands me the necklace, then reaches into her pocket again, drawing out a folded piece of parchment. This is. When the fuck did... Clenching the necklace in one hand, I take the parchment in the other, noting that's it addressed to the lightning... What? We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Yeah, y'all like that one, didn't y'all? Y'all like that one right there. All right, sorry. It was sitting next to the necklace. Mira says as I open it, and Zayden tenses at my side. Violet, God bless it, and then fucking addressed to her. Get the fuck out of here. Just a reminder that while I want you to come on your own free will, I'm capable of taking you whenever I wish. What? Why don't you ask me the answers you so desperately seek, T? Oh shit, Theophany! What the fuck is this bitch? Hey girl, my Jesus, my stomach hollows. Either she knows I'm looking for a Darner's kind or she knows I'm looking for a cure. Zayden stiffens to the point of statuary. She knows we'd be there. Well, shit. There's that too. Fuck me. What the hell is happening? What? The audio. Oh my lord. What the fuck? Indoor voice. Sorry. Was I getting crazy again? Oh, yeah. I think we're good. My bad. I know. I remembered. Dude, y'all got freaking 23K in one chapter? Respect, girls. Respect, ladies. Respect it. Oh, Theo is what? Dude, Theophany? Dude, she's kind of... She's freaky. What is... Okay, hang on. A CCP says that. Sean, what do you think of Theophany? What does Sean think of Theophany? That's what I want to know. Kind of freaky, but is it the good kind of freaky? Harley Quinn vibes? I mean, see... She's a British word. Uh-oh. You think she's a British word? She's topped her... Oh, okay. So, hey, you got the... Oh, no. You put me on the salon speakers? Ah! That's wild. You are a brave soul, Allegra. You're a brave soul. Why does she have white hair? Because she needs to go to the salon. Allegra, we need a book appointment for Theophany, my friend. I was in live earlier, not 3 times as many people, and didn't have as nearly many likes as we did. You're awesome. You guys are awesome. Just you and your client. Well, welcome you and your client. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoy the show. What are Theophany's Theophany got all the damn powers. She got all them bitches, all the powers. She got the lightning. She got the shadow. It's possible she got some of the, like Theo, she got all the powers. It's crazy. All dems. She went to motherfucking Costco and got them on sale. I'm just saying, right? That's what I remember. She got all them powers. I don't know if it's like, she got all dems. Exactly, Ash. Wholesale. Costco, Sam's Club, whichever one you want to shop at. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like when she buys her mayonnaise, she got the big jug, the 5-gallon jug of mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? She be slapping that stuff on. Slap it, Joe. Slap it, Joe. Yeah. All right, sorry. We are doing some stemming tonight, folks. What is happening? What is happening? All right. Yeah, and she's like, like she's not even Theo. There's somebody stronger than Theophany. That's what scares the That's what scares the bejesus out of me. I'm just gonna say that right now. You know what I mean? I went through that jug of mayonnaise in like 3 months. We eat a lot of mayonnaise too. Juggo mayo. Hey, look, as long as it's like Hellman's, you know, like some good stuff, and you use it, but let's make so much like homemade ranch dressing and other stuff. So we could probably actually, I don't know. I just don't like, it's so big. That's what she said. Oh my gosh. All right. So we got anything else? We have anything else? We're reading the Onyx Storm, and we're talking about jugs of mayonnaise. I just want everybody to know that as we're going through TikTok's FY potato salad, mayo, avocados, and Theo, Fanny, and Vennies. That's what we're talking about. Exactly. Like Theo, okay, let's really quick. Is Theo Fanny a mage or is she a maven? We all have ADHD, deviled eggs, grilled cheeses. It's even better with mayo. She's a maven. Okay. She's a mayoven. Theo Fanny's a mayoven. That's funny. Oh, Theo's just a salad mix of bennies. She's mayoven. Oh, it's probably eats. Oh, P, watch out. P, watch out. Remember, y'all, Twisted List grew up in Germany. She is a mayo French fry eater. Why, I'm just saying. The nicknames have been approved by chat. A mayoven. The mayoven Vinnies. It's not, but it's really weird, I'll tell you that. It's so weird. No, it's so weird. Oh yeah. Oh God. Listen, hey, she does that, but listen, I do pineapple on pizza. I'm just saying. I do pineapple on pizza. Don't question it. Don't question it. Don't question it. I'll take this helmet off and turn this car around. Texas Pete. Jess, don't know. I know Jess is not talking. Exactly, Vega. Exactly. I know Jess is not making fun of me for pineapple on pizza. No. Oh, Brittany, no. You just haven't done it the right. I'm gonna tell him, P. Delicious. See. Team. Oh, we're gonna split the voices. My voices are gonna be split. Team pineapple and team not pineapple. Wait, did you say pickles on Sean? Pickles on pizza? Okay, that might explain why you like cat so much. If you're saying pickles on pizza. Oh wow. Oh wow. He said pickles on. What did you say? Listen, mac and cheese on pizza, yes, is good, but also if you use a little barbecue sauce with chicken and make it a chicken barbecue cheeseburger pizza, that's delicious. Sean is in jail for 5 minutes. Pineapples, mayo, and Vinny's. Oh my! What is this? We've lost control. Help! We need an adult. Help! Liz, where are you? We don't know what to do. Oh, what is happening? Did Rune stop by everybody before we started this live? What is happening? I think Rune got us all. Okay. Let's get back to focus. Everybody with me. We're going to digress. This will be our first group digression. Ready? Group digression. All right. We're going to focus. All right. Let's get back. Let's digress. We're going to get through this. We're going to pasta condiments. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is happening? What is happening right now? Okay, back to Mayoven. Oh God. Is Cat playing with us right now? Cat is a... Did you just catch this? This is so wild.
No, I had
She's lost. Okay.
this was stuck in my hair and I panicked and then I ripped it out and then like I ripped out like 30 strands.
She pulled the butt. Okay. We went from a story to food and then she's pulling her hair out. What is happening right? Okay. Woo! Apparently Rune came by and saw us all way too much. We went from reading a chapter to I was asking a question about Theophany, if she was just a sage or a maven. But we were also talking about that was a lot to deal with and going to Costco, and I called her Mayovin. And then we went to pineapples on pizza. Sean brought out the pickles on pizza. Pickles on pizza with Sean. I don't know what's
pickles on pizza, and then you said that means you must like cats, and then
no cat. Cat. That's why he likes cat.
I wondered. I was like, I don't understand why that means him like cats.
Okay, I think we're good now. All right, we're focused. Okay. Woo.
Okay.
Focus. Oh, where'd my mustache go? Hang on. Before we restart. All right. All right. My mustache is back. We're going to fix my mustache. All right. Allison's client, this is amazing. Ah, this is awesome. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Okay. Whew. This is what happens when okay. Here we go. That's why we keep Liz around. She's my gravity, y'all. That's what we see. She is my gravity. All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. She does. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready, my voices? Are we ready? I think we're ready. Reading mustaches on until it grows back. All right. Chapter 20. Whew. All right. Theophany. Perhaps the point of this is not to deny rebellion, but to only go to war with those you trust implicitly. Subjugated, the Second Uprising of the Corville People by Lieutenant Colonel Asher Sorengale. Chapter 20. Upon our return, I spent a few days reading every single book on Devil's Isle Jesse can prepare for my progress briefing to the Sonarum. Between those classes, the tomes Queen Mariah sends at my request, modifying my saddle, and the hours I spent welding on the snow-capped peaks above Basgaiath, I fall into bed exhausted every single night. By the time Friday arrives, I've devoured the dark side of magic red regalia, the scourge of our times, and the nightmare-inducing a study in the anatomy of the enemy. Those sound like some troubling reads, none of which brings me the answers I need for Zayden. Neither does Jack fucking Barlow. He's all too happy to tell me about ASIM, progression, how channeling from the earth happens as easy as breathing beyond the wards, but he won't give up the name of his sage or give me anything other than trivial information about them. And he sure is Malik not going to tell me about Theophany, known where we go for the citrine or what answers I'm searching for. But once I finally make my way through my dad's manuscript for the third time and scour the research that behemoth requires, I have an inkling of a thought where he might have been heading in his hypothesis. I keep it to myself, partially because I'm scared to be wrong, but mostly because I'm terrified I'm right. When Varish mentioned last year that chode, Varish is a very good person. He's the greatest chode we know. Tricking the algorithm. When Varish mentioned that last year, the thought of research dealt with Feathertails. When they were on the flight path. That's right. I never imagined it would lead in this direction. I want to go, Riddick says, as we walk down the plush red carpet of the administration building, headed for the Great Hall. We need to add fucking Riddick to Quest Squad. I searched the right words to quell the vast of nausea in my stomach. Presenting to Halden is bad enough, but I skip my breakfast knowing the entire scenarium waits for me, most likely to assign a new commander. Yes, love.
You already turned the page. I was going to check something for P.
But you need to check.
Did it really say Jack fucking Barlow?
No, that was me. That was just me. That was just me. It was just me. It was just me. Oh, that's funny. And I'm not accepting. And I'm not accepting one. It's not going to happen, Ree says with a sigh from the other commanders. She's going to have to fight on her hands as it is, and they won't let you miss class anyway. They're not even letting us in that room. I can keep you safe, he insists, turning to me, an unpeeled orange in his hands. Pretty sure Lawrenson will keep her safe. Sawyer notes walking on Ree's right with the help of his crutches and the latest metal. Ooh, we've upgraded to metal, baby. Metal leg. That's heavy metal. Sawyer, he's going to be great. See, this is why I still pick Sawyer for the kickball team, y'all. A metal leg, he's going to knock this. She's going to be like Barry fucking Bonds. Boom. Gone forever. Sorry. He's even rejoined class this week. Oh, shit, he's getting through it. Though he's yet to make it to the flight field. And Mira, I'm taking Dad's letter to heart. A force of infantry cadets steps aside so we can pass the massive double doors to the great hall come into view. Cat stands near the threshold smiling at a tall flyer I've never seen before. He looks to be a couple inches shorter than Zayden with the lean build and a quick smile. His hair is dark as Cat's, reflecting the same blue mage light that catches the hilt of the blade as he carries at his side. And the V of dagger stretched at his chest. My eyebrows raise. I figured when I asked her to join this meeting with someone she trusts, she chose Marin. But I'm all for her moving on if it means she's going to stop staring at Zayden constantly. Though I kind of hoped that Trigger had a shot with her. Hey, will you just try? Riddick's voice doesn't only tense up, it raises, causing all dozen people in the hallway to glance our way. What's this really about? I reach for his upper arm, and all four of us pause 10 feet shy of the door. I need to go. He looks away and grips the orange in both hands. One of us needs to go with you. Ever since, pain flashes through the dark brown eyes that brings his gaze to mine. Ever since Athben, one of us has been by your side, he lifts his fingers, except the time you snuck out on your little sibling trip to Cordon Bleu. The school splits, and we go with you. Bath Gaius falls under attack, and we're there. Heading into Premiel from Marin's brother, it's us. We get separated, and you either get dragged into an interrogation chamber and tortured for days and nearly roasted by Aurora's fire. And I know I can't be the only one who thought if Lamb had been there, keeping watch over you, it would have never have happened. Lamb was there, dang it. To Lamb. Sorry, I can't get too excited. Damn it. To Lamb. Fucking Lamb. I love that guy. Love that fucking... A lump grows in my throat. I appreciate it. I do. But I don't need anyone keeping watch over me. I didn't mean it that way. He covers the orange with both hands. I just think bad things happen when we aren't together. Ree can't go. She has an entire squad to lead. And Sawyer's still recovering, which leaves me. And if Royerson had been 100% sure of his abilities to keep bad things from happening, he wouldn't have assigned Lamb to our squad in the first place. The guy is powerful, but he's not infallible. If he only knew the truth. Gods who they have been waiting behind these doors to replace the ones we've lost, but I'm already sure I can't trust two of them. Mira. I can only trust two of them. Mira and Zayden. And are you? Sawyer asks, leaning on his crutches. Riddick eyes narrows. I'm just as good as a fighter as any of you. And while we've been focused on your rehab and Riri is chasing first years to keep them in line, and I've been one reading every fucking book Jesse shoves at me and spending extra hours training, the skin of the orange splits. It really pisses me off when you guys act like my sense of humor somehow lessens my ability to show up for our squad. Get him, Riddick! Tell him us funny guys can be serious when we need to be. We don't want to be. Life's too fucking serious. Tell him, Riddick. Riddick whispered, staring at the orange. What did you do? I've been trying to tell you. He hands me the fruit, and it immediately chills my hands. You aren't the only one who's been spending hours honing their signet. Using my thumb, I peel back the rind. The fruit of the orange is frozen solid beneath it. How did you... I've always been able to draw water out of the air, he says. Plus, I get bored waiting for Sawyer to wake up when he rests, so no offense. And if there's one thing healers are good at, it's leaving fruit lying around. I realized I could freeze the water in the fruit. My lips part as my mind splits through the implications. Sorengale, are we going in or what? Cat yells from down the hall. I look up at Riddick and whisper, are you trying to tell me that you can freeze water in somebody's body? Yo, don't give me that ability, yo. Don't give me that. A bitch, please. Woo! We be making some popsicles. Wow. He rubs the back of his neck. I mean, I haven't tried it out on anyone. Listen, I got a couple people. I got some volunteers. I'll make them sign a waiver, I promise. Or anything living, of course. But yeah, I think so. Well, that's unsettling. And glorious and horrific. All of the above, really. Holy shit, man. Sawyer moves closer. Can other ice welders do that? I don't think so. Riddick shakes his head. Turns out there's only a few of us who even can pull water out of thin air. Sorengale, Cat snaps. Hey, Sean, tell your girl to chill. Why is she getting testy? Jeez. Yeah, you're coming with me. I push the orange into Riddick's hand, then motion towards the door, though it has nothing to do with the ice. There's no magic where we're headed, and everything to do with the first point you made. Bad things happen when we're not together, because we're family, like the Torettos. Only go to war with those you trust implicitly. I nod and we head down the hallway. It's about time. Cat rolls her eyes. But her friend opens the door on the right, and I catch a quick glimpse of her name tag as we walk in. Cordella. Cordella. Her cousin? Half the table and benches in the hall have been pushed to the side, leaving an open space in front of a long center table with the members of the Sonorum sitting facing us, and they're not alone. Chodos and Markham flank Choden. Ugh, oh my God, it's a room of Chodes. Very chody room of you to set up. It's Chodes. Hello, we Chode, who sit in the center of the group listening to whatever lies Markham whispers. Have we officially put Markham on the Chode list yet? Have we officially put Markham on the Chode? I don't think we put him in the Chode list. I think he's at least a level 5 Chode, right? Markham, at this point, he's got to be at least a level 5, right? I mean, for all the bullshit he's been doing? Yeah, okay, he's there. We were thinking 5 at least? Okay, I see 2 for at least 5. We're going with 5. All right. It's definitely, this is the big-ass room of Chodes. All right, what the fuck? Oh, my God. Zayden occupies the left end of the table. His chair turns toward me, his legs outstretched as if in the meeting determines the flight schedule. And not in the future of the continent. His eyes locked on me. You're all right, I ask, my glaze flickering toward Choden. He's still breathing, so I consider that a win. Zayden answers, looking rather bored, but the shadows around him have sharp edges that contrast the blurry ones down the table, the natural result of multiple light sources. They're set on their course, so you better determine ours. Cadet Sorengale. Oh, wait, it's fucking Choden. Ugh! Choden's smile lights up his eyes and leans away from Markham. Ugh! Chodem. You're now Chodem! Right on time. Actually, we're missing someone. I glance around the room, noting that for once in her life, Mira's late. It's also impossible to miss Foley, Henson, and Pugh sitting further down the table. All that's left of our task force, in one addition, Captain Jarrett. Who the fuck is Captain Jarrett? As I see it, there are two extras in the room. The Duchess of Marine shoots a disdain look over my shoulder. They're here at my request. I lift my chin, as is Cadet Gamlin. Riddick stays silent at my side. You can't be serious, the Duchess starts. I'll allow it, Choden says, lifting his hand. Choden. Recent losses have been regrettable, but a month has passed and it's time to act. You have the citrine and the meeting has been set with the King Cortland. King Cortland. Command is being transferred to Captain Henson. Choden gestures to roll the parchment in front of him. Is he fucking serious? I glance at Zayden. Entirely. A corner of his mouth. Have fun eating them alive. I cross the freshly mopped floor to take the scroll and step back so I'm in line with Riddick and give my orders a quick read. We will leave for the Devil's Isle the day after tomorrow. Meet with the king, try to negotiate an alliance, secure a foothold for expanding the search. If we don't find Adarna's kind there, then report back. All under the command of Captain Henson and his executive officer, Lieutenant Pugh. While Chodam and Milgren search Arisha for any clues we have missed, did you read this? It takes all I have to not crush the orders. They want to search Arisha. They can get fucked. And yes, it says that. They can get fucked. No, I say to Chodan. I'm sorry. Chodan leans forward. I said no. Did I stutter? Bitch. I ripped the orders in half. No, not to your commander. No to your selections. No to the searching Arisha. No. I warned you, Zayden says down the table. Hardin stiffens and the Duke of Caldry shifts in his seat before narrowing his eyes on me. Captain Jarrett is an excellent addition and the best swordsman we have among the riders. That's overly generous considering I watched Lieutenant Rorison kick his ass without even trying to move a few months ago at Samara. Power ripples through my veins, but I keep my anger at a simmer. We tried it your way and clearly succeeded in holding counters, or are you not in possession of the artifact? We lost 2 riders out there because you saddled me with a squad full of chodes. People who didn't even know or trust one another. Yes, I have the artifact and I'll take it to the Devil's Island, but only with the squad of my choosing. Qua squad. Bitches. I hold my shoulders straight and catch Riddick nodding out of the corner of my eye. The door opens behind us and the familiar rhythm of quick, efficient steps bolsters my courage towards pure audacity. Sorry I'm late, Mira says, bypassing Cat and her cousin to stand to my right. Hell of a headwind out of the north. What did I miss? I think Violet's about to lose her shit, Riddick whispers. I toss the halves of the scrolls at Chodan and he catches them with the same reflex that makes him lethal on the battlefield. Is not the plan, and I gestured towards the seated rider, are not my squad. They're bitch squad. We are Quest Squad. Motherfuckers. Zayden's smirk deepens and he settles into a seat like he's ready to show. Searching Arisha is the first logical course of action, considering it is the only area we have no information on. Chodam starts, his cheeks leaning toward Rudy. You do not speak. I snapped, meeting his gaze for the first time in months. Not to me, as far as I'm concerned. You have the credibility of a drunken and the integrity of a rat. TikTok fictional people, it's a book. You dare complain about missing 6 years of information on Arisha when you hidden centuries on your continent history from the public knowledge? Tell him, girl. Speaking facts. Chodan's brows raise and Mira shifts her hands on the pommel of her sword. You cannot speak to a superior officer like that. You might outrank me, but you're not superior. I swear to God, if I see that line, Rebecca, I swear to God, that would be so cliche. Oh, let alone the commander of the quadrant with such disrespect. Markham roars coming out of his chair. In case you miss it, when I cross the parapet, I am not in your chain of command. I fire back, but you are in mine. Chodto swarms, and I speak with the authority of Milgren. The fury gets the best of me. My mustache! And I fail to speak with authority of Terran, Adarna, and the Empyrean. What? What did you say? What did you say? Let's try this one again. Fury gets the best of me, and I speak with the authority of Terran, Adarna, and the Empyrean. Yep, that's what it says. Or do you forget that 2 dragons also lost their rider? If I wasn't in love with you already, I would be now. Pharaoh! Zayden says, crossing his ankles. Sit, Chodam. Cholden orders, a note of surprise in his tone. You tried, and you failed. Markham sinks in his chair. We'll give this one a shot. Name your squad for the Devil's Isle mission, Cadet Sorengale, Chodan says. All right, I will give you that much respect. That much, but I know you're going to try to sabotage this shit, ain't you? But you know that if you fail, we'll assign another commander, and refusing to continue will negate the terms of the Second Arisha Accord. The one that gave Zayden his title back. I swallow a lump in my throat. No pressure or anything. Accepted. I straighten my shoulders. For the Devil's Isle mission, my squad will consist of Lieutenant Rorison, Lieutenant Sorengale, Cadet Gamlin, Cadet Cordella. I glance back over my shoulder to get his rank. Captain Cordella, Cadet Atos, Prince Childen, and whatever favorite guard follows. In case you stub your toe, I say to Choden. When we succeed, I reserve the right to switch out members after the first expedition. This mustache! Man, absolutely not. Choden shakes his head. You'll only take command of commissioned officers, no flyers, and Remington is out of the question. God, I want to be very, very nice to this man with my feet. I would like to introduce him to my feet and his face. I think they would be great friends. You know what I mean? I think they would be great friends. Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. God damn it. All right, where was I? Sorry. Okay, you only take command of officers, no flyers. Ooh, that would kill my throat. Sorry. Holden holds his hands up and Atos quiets. Zayden's still to the point I have to glance to see if he's breathing. I'll take whoever I wish, I counter. As the third in line of the throne, Katarun is capable of speaking for Pramil. And the captain, the Duchess of Moran asks, her face twisting like she scented something sour. You'll need 2 flyers. Cadet Cordella deserves to have someone she trusts. I tilt my head to Choden. Dragons don't carry humans who haven't crossed the parapet or climbed the gauntlet, so your lucky griffins are kinder in this regard, or you'll never keep up. Lieutenant Sorengale is the only rider capable of creating her own wards. Cadet Atos is the only rider I trust who speaks fluent Corvlish, which is the second most common language used in the Devil's Isle. Cadet Gamlin is dedicated to my personal safety, and even if Lieutenant Rorinson weren't the deadliest rider in the whole of our forces, I glance at Chodos, then Choden, which he is. You know Terran and Segale cannot be separated, and there's no telling how long we'll be forced to travel. I'm tired of arguing this point. He's a professor at the War College. I'm going to shove the War College up your third point of contact, Chodos, in a very respectable manner. He's my choice. Choden sits back in his chair and looks at me like he's never seen me before. He hasn't, Taryn reminds me. He no longer knows you. I stare at Choden, and the Tyrish keep contact with the Devil's Isle up until the last century. Who better to reopen those lines of communication with than the Duke of Trenendor himself? Zayden surprises barrels down the bond, but he remains unnaturally still. You may read my father's book whenever you want, I tell him. Rorison holds his seat in the sonorium. The Duchess of Milgren argues. He can't just leave. He doesn't even have an heir should tragedy befall, though I might be persuaded to agree to his absence should he consider my daughter's proposal. Bitch, are you really trying to fucking stop? Stop! Proposal, the blood runs from my face. One of about a dozen since they gave me back my title. Nothing to stress over. What a soft strand of simmering onyx brushes against my mind. Pharaoh! My heart lurches. We have very different ideas of stress. At least say what you mean. What is her name? Eileen? Come on, Eileen. Hey, you. Choden sends a sideways glance at her way. You don't trust me and would like to see your bloodline not only in Moraine, but in Trenendor. He led a rebellion. She slams her hand into the table. My father led a rebellion, Zayden says without taking his eyes off me. I partook in a revolution. There's a difference in the words, from what I am told. I catch my mouth curving. Besides, arguing makes no difference. Zayden sits up. I'm going. Llewellyn will speak for me in my absence while taking counsel from my only living blood relative, Cadet Duran. Lieutenant Travis has been co-leading my classes and will step in role of professor to teach them fully while we were gone until it's time for the next professor to rotate in. If I give my permission, Holden retorts. Wrong move, Choden. I asked permission from one person on the continent, and it sure as Amara isn't you. Pharaoh! Zayden slowly turns his head to look down the table at Choden. Breathing becomes Irregulated, difficult. I speak in my father's steed. Choden bites out in gritted teeth. You. Right, because he's the one I defer to. Zayden's gaze swings to mine. When would you like to go? We fly for the Devil's Isle as soon as the Highness is ready. I look at Choden straight in the eye, counting on his absolute inability to read my face or sense the fear that he'll retaliate against Zayden with the power of the crown. Choden stands, as does everyone at the table, except Zayden. Let's at least keep that part of the order intact. We depart tomorrow. We depart day after tomorrow. He leaves to the northwest door and follows everyone where we stood. No snide remark, I say to Riddick with a quick smile. I'm proud of you. I kept the inside thoughts inside. Good job, my guy. Good job, he replies with a flash grin as Zayden approaches. You really had to prick his temper, I ask as he reaches us. No, Zayden gaze flickers to my mouth. I did that just for fun. Drake Cordilla. Marina shouts, and the three of us turn as she charges across the room towards Drake, as in the Nightwing Drift? Drake? Drake sounds kind of cool, I guess. Drake in the Nightwing Drift. She gives my sister a charming yet cocky smile. You've heard of me? You were instrumental in bringing the wards down at Montserrat offensive last year. Her eyes narrow. I was. His grin expands. She knees him straight in the grill. Oh, gee. Oh, nice to meet you. That's funny. Oh, gods. Oh, Riddick winces. He's going. Drake hits his knee. And Cat gasps. Down. Roddick finishes. You must be Mirasorangale. Drake manages to say, pain etched in every line of his face. Guess you've heard of me too. She crouches down to his level. If you ever endanger my sister's life again, my blade will replace my knee. Got it? Got it. They need to get together. Mira and Drake. To his credit, he lifts his head and sucks her breath through his teeth. Heard. Excellent. She pats him on the shoulder and stands, dismissing Cat with a glare before turning my way. You get one chance to form your own squad and choose your ex, your current lover, the squadron resident smartass, two people who have tried to kill you, schmeckle you in the past year, one over said current lover, and whatever Dane is. These are your choices for the most important mission any writer could undertake. I'm glad someone said it. Taryn chimes in. And you. It's not my finest comeback. Don't forget Choden's guard, Riddick adds. I'm not sure they'll be super useful. She flat out rolls her eyes at him, then heads towards the door. I'll need provisions here, but it looks like I have time to read the next volume of that series you love. She says over the shoulder, Mom's journal. I nod and soak up a victory for one sweet second. We could only be days away from having everything we need. Adarna's family, a cure for Zayden, and whatever it is my father wants me to retrieve from the merchant in the Devil's Isle. The day after tomorrow can't come fast enough. Yeah, it ain't happening tomorrow, Mike. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that ain't happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, and all right. Woo. I'm telling you, right? Exactly, Belle. Exactly. I tell you what, though, all the people that happens to be coming back and fucking them up. Ooh, my hair's all jacked up. My hair is woo. What? I need a haircut. We need to cut my hair, babe. Or I need to go make an appointment. Whatever. We'll figure it out. All right. Woo, excuse me. Woo, 35K. Y'all are kicking ass tonight. Drake and Mirror sitting on the parapet, right? For real, Drake and Mirror sitting in the parapet. Kissing. First comes dragons, then comes balls to the knees, and then comes a dagger in your gut. SPAR. There you go. Thanks for letting me listen tonight. Oh, what did it say? Hang on. Hey, thanks for coming out, Allie Grace. Yep, I'm downloading, I think, the last one, and then I'll have this one up hopefully tomorrow or the next day. I appreciate you checking it out on there. We'll get it there. Don't worry. Trust me. Night, Allie Grace. And, oh, that was your client. Okay. Night. Good night, Allie Grace's client. Good night, Allie Grace's client. Hopefully you will be here next time. Hopefully. That was her client. That's right. I gotta replace my mustache tape. Oh, it's my face is getting so, my lip is getting so freaking weird with my blue mustache tape. That's funny. Okay, hang on. I just saw somebody. What did Kirsty say? Right, Rita got picked with the kickball team. Right. I'm telling you though, when the kickball season comes around, keeping Sawyer, y'all are gonna thank me for keeping Sawyer around. Oh, it'll be fine. My hair is starting to grow back a little bit. It'll be okay. It's just skin. It grows back. It'll grow back. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. I think we got one more chapter for tonight. And then we have 3 chapters tomorrow night. I think that's what we're doing. Let me just make sure. Yep, tonight was 3 chapters and tomorrow was 3 chapters. Okay. Technically it's Schmeckles back. Yeah, Schmeckles? Quest Squad. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all, every time I hear Quest Squad, you know what I think of? Every time I see those words, see if y'all remember this one. See if y'all remember this one. Quest Squad. Quest Squad. That's what I think of. Every single time. That's what I think of. Quest Squad. Yes, exactly. Simpsa. Quest Squad. I'm sorry. That's what my mind comes up to. Every single time. Every time. Quest Squad. That's just how I see it. I don't know. Oh, man. Okay. Woo. Quest Squad. All right. 21. I don't want to get too far off like we did last time between chapters and have a 5-minute conversation about Costco and bulk food items. Marie Catherine Gallagher. What? Who's Marie? What? No, we got one more. We got one more chapter right now. We got one more. We still got one more, Jessica. And sauces and condiments. Oh my. Okay, here we go. Chapter 21. Are we ready? Oh yeah, Pixie, you missed it. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. Mayo, pineapple on pizza, in many chapters. Okay, here we go. Chapter 21. Am I ready? I think we're ready. She's like, I'll take your word for it. Like, what kind of conversation were y'all having? Like, what? All right, ready? Here we go. Trinandir was the last to cut contact with the Isles. The Providence had a reputation for its cunning leadership, but in this case, it would add astute. Subjugated the second uprising of the Corville people by Lieutenant Colonel Asher Sorngale. Chapter 21. We stop at Athman for the first night, testing the Griffin's limit with speed and endurance. Then we push them to their max for the next 24 hours in the saddle, pausing only to feed and water winged ones before reaching Cordon as dawn breaks. Everyone thinks the treacherous day is prepared for the Griffins for flight across the sea. Only Zayden knows the real reason, even though he made it through the night unscathed. I'm terrified to let him touch the unwarded ground more than absolutely necessary. We fly over Swatch of Scorth and... Oh, wait, I had this word earlier. I fucking know this word. Desecrate. Yeah, I had the word and I lost the word. The fucked up land. Evading Vinny with the help of the intel Drake brought, part of me can't help but feel like we're evading the fight, even though I know we're searching for the way to end it. The Griffins cannot keep up, Taryn warns as we descend toward Dakaris' place. So I got it into my foot. Okay, there we go. Especially when carrying the bulk of 2 humans. Carrying is a loose term for the basket. Holden and his guard dangle in, held by the Griffin's claws. Are you offering to carry one of them? I ask. fighting off the sleep that has weighed on my eyelids for the past 3 hours. The drastically warmer climate isn't helping either. I'm suggesting we continue onward only with riders and flyers. The beats the wings are slow, almost lazy in deference to the griffins in Adarna, who unclasped her harness an hour ago just in case we were spotted and escorted to the palace. As much as I would love that he speaks for Navari, I reach for my flask only to remember it emptied a couple hours ago. He will not matter when we find the Irids. Only Adarna will. Well, as soon as you make contact with him, I'm happy to ditch the prince. Until then, we're stuck with the humans for clues. I look right, catching glimpses of Adarna in the pulses between Terran's wing beats. You're feeling tired. Hungry, she responds. Kira says they have a plethora of goats, since the environment is not as suitable for the fleece of sheep. Perhaps they have superior food along with superior weather. We're well aware you aren't a fan of the snow. I grin into the warm wind as Terran approaches the expanse of Dakaris. I can finally get his name right. Dakaris. All right, so we're going back. That's discount. That's right. Discount tire. Fighting fit instead of the grassy Terrans he chose during our last visit. Perhaps you are like Sigale's kind, Terran notes. They favor the warmer climate. That's right. The hatching ground of the Blues used to be near here before the Great War. Guards notice our arrival and rush to the highest Terran to the fighting pit as Terran lands in the center of the field, snapping his wings close while Adarna touches down, less graceful, to his right. Within moments, our 5 dragons and 2 griffins cover every available foot of the field. I detach one of my packs but hesitate to leave the second strap to the back of the saddle. It's safer that I carry that, Terran reminds me, dipping his shoulder impatiently. It means you can't detach the saddle. I don't want him uncomfortable, as it would disparage my family name for being unprepared should the enemy. Got it. I undo my strap, then beg my body to comply as I climb out of the seat. Muscles, tendons, ligaments, they all crack and pop as I dismount. And my knees nearly buckle when I hit the ground. I can't help but shoot a glare at my cat when she springs up the stairs. Yeah, the glare at cat, not my cat. The glare at cat. As she springs up the stairs to meet me, waiting with 2 flyer guards like she hasn't been airborne for 24 hours straight. Can I take mine off? What's up, Drogi boy? Adarna asks, swiveling her head on their head to gnaw on the metal strap across her shoulder. No, Terran and I shout simultaneously. No, Adarna mocks. Fine, I seek sustenance. You will wait until our welcome is assured. Terran orders, and Adarna huffs in a breath of steam in his direction, then sits on her back legs and glowers. Pick your tail off the ground right now. Where do you think we are? The Vale? What did you get her elbows off the table too? Damn, Dad. Sorry, Dad. I adjust the strap of my pack over the summer weight of my flight and bite back as we laugh with Adarna blasts the short steam at fire at Terran's back legs as she rises to all 4. I'm not dignifying that with a response, he snarks. Ahead of us, Sigale sprints into the air. My brow furrows as Aiden watches her fly away. My feature schooled that I carefully controlled mask he loves so well. Atrum, Tyne, and Kath put away, all stay put, but Kalari launches Kyralayer. What? Kalari, we're going Kalari. Launches along Drake's Griffins. What the fuck? Sovadun? Sovadun. How are we feeling? I ask once. Goddamn mustache. Yes, Drogo boy. Yes, buddy. You need to go outside? 1 second, folks. Hang on. We're going to do a read and walk. I got to let the doggy in. Okay. How are you feeling? I ask when Zayden reaches, noting that Mira is already halfway up the steps to the arena, blade drawn. I should be asking for that. He rolls his neck and drags his gaze from Sigale retreating form of sweep over me, lingering on my hips and knees like I can see how sore they are. Your body can't be happy after that long in the saddle. I pause. We do both. Holden climbs awkwardly over the 4-foot-tall basket Kira deposited in front of us. I'm better off with whatever's happening there. The prince curses when his pack catches on the thick weaver of the carrier as he exists, the fabric holding him prisoner instead of lifting the bag over the barrier. Choden wrenches it freaking mustache free, tearing the top strap clean off. Clearly, it wasn't common sense to attach that to your air. Sarcasm dips from Terrence's tone. I was 18. He was handsome. Give me a break. Was he though? Was he though? Was he really that cute? Like, let's be honest. Was he though? Was he? I don't think he was. I don't think he was. I don't think he was. I think he was just the one that was there. I think he was just there. That's what I'm going to go with. Because no, just stop. Just stop. He was handsome. Bitch, please. I can't believe you said that, Violet. I cannot believe you said that. I winced, noting that Choden doesn't exactly rush off to help Captain. See, he's not even helping Raggedy Ann, the red-headed guard, out of her basket. He's such a good Chode. What a... What a swell guy. Kingdom seemed to be in good hands with that one. Zayden glances exactly. Drained stone that surround the pit as we walk. What? Glances at the drained stone. Drained stones. Y'all see that, right? He glances at the drained stones. Stones have been drained. That's not good. That surround the pit as we walk towards the others walking ahead. Think anyone will notice if I step out of these stones until we're ready to go? Yes, my voice quits as we approach Dane and Riddick, both of whom stare awkwardly at the captain, refuses any other help, and stumbles, all 5 feet 10 inches of herself, out of the basket to Choden's left. He strides up the steps as if him in a speedy annoyance. But I'll sleep out here with you if you want, if that's what you need. I'll do whatever it takes to lessen his risk. Save that worried look for someone else. As long as there's no reason to wail, I'll be fine, just like last night. Zayden reaches for my hand and squeezes. Then let's go before Choden sees. Dane and Riddick both gawk at our surroundings as we climb the stairs out of the pit. It's slightly cooler than we were when we were last here, but the humidity of the leather of my flight jacket is stickingly uncomfortable to my skin. Is this where you got the idea for using the sparring pit at Basgaia? Dane says over his shoulders when we finally reach the top. Zayden nods, scanning our perimeter. The second I spot Discount Tires, what was obviously in his bedrobes. Of course he's in his bedrobes. What do you think? He's Hugh fucking... Hugging Cat on the nearby patio, Taryn and Adarna launch from the pit, and the others rapidly follow suit. Mira stands to the side and sheaths her blade, offering a narrowing gaze of a warning of the 2 Flyers guards accompanying Discount, before Drake clasps the tall one on the right in a friendly back-slapping hug. Let me know if he has any Vinny locked away in a box as a surprise test. Taryn says, flying in the same direction Sigale took. We've crossed the last row of drained stones imported from the land that borders the barren as Choden and Anne reach the patio. Will do. Don't let her eat anything or anyone she's not supposed to. A bead of sweat drops down my spine, and I adjust the weight of my pack on my arching shoulders again, cringing at the slight slip I feel in the right joint as my head starts to swim in annoyance, a wave of dizziness, exhaustion, dehydration, and the heat are a never-winning combination for my body. You're such a centenarian. Centenarian. Perhaps my kind will not be such killjoys. Perhaps they will feast as they see fit. Perhaps they will. Oh, what is that? A mammoth red-horned tortoise, and absolutely not. The shell will embed between your teeth, and I will not carry you in festering tortoise shell. Get back here. What? What the fuck what? That is, what? That is such a weird fuck. Okay, Zayden It's a very weird night. Zayden tenses the second we step off the drained stone and onto the strip of grass that separates the pit from the occupied marble patio leading into the palace's dinner. I'm all right, he assures me as we reach the group. We'll fill in the empty places in the small circles, putting me next to Choden, who somehow manages to still look regale and haughty in a crumpled infantry uniform. I wince with the rising sun glints off the golden royal insignia beneath his name tag, catching me in the eye. I quickly look down at the austere black of my flight jacket. I've never worn one made for actual combat before, only training. There's no name tag, no patches, nothing beyond my hair to give away who I might be if I fall behind enemy lines. Only 2 4-pointed stars indicating my rank as a second-year cadet. There's the boy, Discount says, grins at Drake, then glances over the rest of us. He catches a gaze on Choden. Your Royal Highness, he bows his head. We were not expecting you with such an esteemed guest. We appreciate your hospitality, Viscount. Choden does that condescending head tilt of a nod. That grated mine. You know what really grates my gears? It grated my nerves. Guess it still does. His hands rise to the small of my back and I stiffen. We were hoping to rest for the day, perhaps two, depending on the condition of the griffins before continuing on to the Devil's Isle. Shadows rise up my back and thighs curl around my hips and I sidestep towards Zayden, effectively losing Holden's hand in the process. Still all right over there? It wouldn't help. It would help if your fucking ex kept his hands to himself, he hisses, the shadow firmly gripping my hip. Devil's Isle, Discount asks, his eyebrow nearly hitting his hairline before gazing sweeps in my way. You have the artifact? My lips part. We do, Choden answers for me. God, I always hated that about him. Dane shoots me a look that borders an eye roll, reminding me that he'd never been Choden's biggest fan. All right, Dane, you got another point, my guy, because you were never a fan of Choden. It was definitely just a bad era for you. It was a book and a half. All right. Team Dane. Of course, Takara says slowly, his attention dropping from the shadows lingering on my hip. Well, then let's get you comfortable. He turns towards the palace in a fury of brocaded fabric and my shoulder dipped with exhaustion as we follow him into the dining room. Forgive the additional security. We are one of the only major cities left standing in the south. He tells me as we round the end of the enormous table and through the doors to the airy palace, I almost forgotten just how breathtaking this place is. It's built for the movement of the air, for beauty and art and light. Even the white marble floors shimmer, reflecting the dawn just like the winding pools that flow through the space beyond the wide central staircase. The palace won't stand a chance should the Vinny venture this far south. Whoever built it had to have known that. Mira pauses at the base of the white steps, looking down at the black pillar, barely visible in the level below us through the open staircase. Like last time, it has quite the crowd milling around. Of course, with the number of flyers and residents, our rooms are limited, Dakara says, drawing his belt into the heavy, brocaded robe tight as he starts up the steps. Would you mind doubling up? We have a few rooms available on our top floor, but looks over his shoulder at the landing, with the exception of you, Your Highness. Naturally, we can accommodate private quarters for you. Shit, there's no way I'll make it up 2 more flights of stairs with this one already killing me. My knee protests every step, and I curse the humidity and keep climbing even though it feels like the ground rock beneath my boots. Naturally, Choden's tone borders on terrace? His fatigue is showing, and if he hasn't changed in years we've been apart, it will only shorten his temper. Your rooms remain empty as well, Rorinson, or should I say, Your Grace. Discount as we reach the floor we stayed on previously. I can't help but notice you're not wearing the insignia of your rank. He pauses in the middle of the hallway wide, bringing the entire group to a halt. I could just about cry as I realize we're right in front of the room Mira and I occupied during our last visit. I spot the set of doors beyond that I know are Zayden's. How am I going to make it to the top floor? Will you still keep me if I have to crawl up the stairs? I ask Taryn. You're not crawling, Zayden answers. Wrong pathways. Gods, I'm really in trouble. Shiny things make good targets, Zayden says to Dakara as my left, as Choden edges on my right, and I've never been one to confuse a title with power. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is he really starting shit with Choden right now? I go to roll my eyes, then blink. Is this what Zayden went through when Kat showed up this past fall? Riddick snorts behind me, and I hear the distinct sound of a smack against the leather. No doubt, Dane's hand against my squad mate's shoulders. I'm glad I can't see Mira's face. Omori knows she's exasperated as all hell back there. But how am I to know on what authority you visit me? Takara's turns toward with the flourish, flashing his impossible white teeth with a political smile. as lieutenant, merely a rider, a professor, the Duke of Trenender. He taps his fingers together, or perhaps the beloved one of the rarity I can't seem to convince to join my court. Nobody wants to join your court. Nobody likes Discount Tire. Nobody likes you. You're creepy. You give off weird vibes. His gaze falls to me, and I need a reminder of his proposal to join the collection and his on-call guard dog in return for privilege of growing old with Zayden and our dragons in peace of his estate. In the Isles, that offer still stands, as does my answer. I sway slightly and breathe deeply to beat back the darkening edges of my vision. I need rest, and I need it now. The time the shadows at my hips are supportive instead of territorial, and when I glance down, they're so thin that they blend into my leathers, nearly impossible to see. Thank you. What authority do I hold here? Let's ask our prince. What do you say, your royal highness? His levels look at that could wither a fucking tree on Holden. Apprehension prickles the back of my neck. I'm not sure I understand the question. Holden's jaw tickles as his fist clench. His temper could trigger your power, I warned Zayden as Dakar smiles with pure glee at the obvious mayhem he has created. Motherfucker reminds me of goddamn fucking Littlefingers. Motherfucking little bitch ass. Fucking with shit. I mean, you know, he's such a nice guy, TikTok. Yeah. His temper is exactly what I'm counting on. Zayden drops his focus to the royal insignia. You understand completely. I am here as a professor, or the Duke, or obviously you're a fucking Duke, Choden snaps. Llewellyn made sure of that, didn't he? The second most powerful title in the goddamn kingdom goes to Rorinson of all bloodlines. Don't be an ass, I start, but the shadows tug gently in a bid for silence, so I give it to him. So I'm not here with the authority of a professor, Zayden clarifies, masterfully ignoring Choden's blatant insult. You have no authority, Choden seethes color, infusing his cheeks as he steps toward Zayden. Wrong move, bitch tits. His boots nearly reach mine in the process. I am the ranking officer here. Zayden. My mustache. Zayden, he's going to blow. He'll swing walls, mirrors, tables, breakables, whatever's close, really. There's a reason guards never volunteered to be assigned to Choden. The same reason Alec has been such a bully, and Eric has avoided them both as much as possible. So not a professor. Zayden's eyes narrows and my whole body tries to sway, held upright by Zayden's shadows. No, Choden shouts, echoes down the hallway. Not a fucking professor. Just wanted to clear that up. Zayden interrupts, then lifts me into his arms. We'll see you once we're rested. Bum, bum, bum! Ha ha ha! I got around your rules, bitch. Ha ha! And the heir to the throne said I ain't a professor. I do what I want. Ha! He takes off past Jakar, striding down the hall. What are you doing? I hiss. Doubling up as ordered, Zayden says, throwing open the door to his room, then kicking them shut once we're through. I can't believe you just did that. I can. I slid down the length of his body. You gonna slide down something else. I ignore the way mine ignites as he grips my hips and turns, pinning against the door, blissfully solid against my back. Really? He lowers his head to mine. Of all things I've done, that's the one you can't believe? His voice softens. He lifts his fingers to the side of my neck. That's what I thought. Your pulse is racing, and I counted at least twice that you almost collapsed out there. He lowers his head to mine. Did you really want to crawl up the stairs? No, I admit. Now you don't have to. He pressed a kiss to my forehead. I just rode for 2 days straight with only 12 hours of rest. I know you needed to get off your feet and lie down, and I could have just given you my room. But selfishly, I look at him. I'm done sleeping in a bed that doesn't have you in it. Thumb strokes along my pulse. Pharaoh! Hope ignites in my chest. If he's willing to sleep in the same bed again, then maybe there's a chance he'll eventually trust me enough to put his hands on me. And not just because he's jealous that Choden exists. I'm good with that. I'm rewarded with the hint of a smile, then swept up against his chest, the rhythm of his heart, a perfect drum beneath my ear. I feel like shit. Zayden is slowly losing pieces of himself, and we're 1,000 miles from Bath Gaiath. yet steady beat makes everything somehow tenable. It feels so right to be in his arms, because it is, he says, holding me tighter. I blink and pull back to look at him. I didn't say that out loud. His brow furrows. Then you must have fought it down the bond, because I wasn't pushing into your intentions. My heart races for a different reason. No, but maybe, or your signet is growing. His eyes flare. Someone knocks at the door. Fuck. It better not be Brennan. It better not be Brennan knocking on this motherfucker. Brennan, if you somehow knocked on this door, I'm gonna flip out. Fuck, Zayden mutters, and I push against his chest. Don't be. Let me down. That's what she said. I'm facing whoever's on the other side of that door on my feet. Stubborn. He sets me down, then locks his forearms across my ribs to hold me upright as I face forward. Ready, ready. I nod, his arms twisting along my left side. The golden-handled door opens, revealing Takaris, his two guards a respectable distance behind him. The Viscount, knowing gaze, jumps between Zayden and me, but he doesn't bother with the pithy comments. Make it quick, Zayden orders without explanation. The prince cannot arrive in a basket, Takaris says, folding his hands in front of him and winking his nose in distaste. It is unseemingly royal, and in the culture that values rare items, shrewd trades, and luxury, he'll never be granted an audience if he is seen as an item being delivered. What do you propose? I ask, ignoring the sinking in my chest and the lightning in my head. It's a 2-day journey by my fastest ship, Takaris says, his foul burning, and studies me, which make that what? A 12-hour flight due south? We estimate 16 with the Griffins. And what your texts have provided about historical wind patterns, I answer, blinking back to the darkness. It's been a long time since I pushed myself this hard. And fuck, I'm paying for it. I'll leave within the hour with the prince, Takaris offers. It appears you may need the rest. Yeah, she needs something more than some rest, but they can't be doing that right now. He got the no touchy disease. It's called Vinny. She's fine, Zayden interrupts. I'm the only one feeling a little clingy. I bite back a smile. Right. Takaris laces his fingers. I suggest you land on my estate on the northern coast about 12 hours after we arrive. It's about 10 miles east to the capital. Though they measure distance in leagues, I interrupt. I read everything you sent and everything my father wrote. Excellent. That's some sketchy-ass shit. That's sketchy. The rest of the shoreline is rather Sawishe defended, and I need to prepare the king for the arrival of the dragons, or we'll return home with fewer of them. My stomach pitches. Trust me, our riot will return intact. There's an edge of warning in Zayden's tone, and his forearm flexes. I'm already worried about one hot-headed aristocrat, Takaris chides. Should I add a second to that list? They'll come for our dragons, and it's not to aristocrat they'll be dealing with. Zayden's voice drops to that lethal calm, that touch more terrifying than a shout. Tell me you'll help him control. Takaris' gaze lands on mine. I lift my chin. What makes you think he's the one I have to worry about? Takaris sighs. I'll see that you have a map. He brings his laced fingers to his chin. You are prepared to lose your abilities when you cross the ocean. We are, Zayden replies. Definitely prepared to get a second of relief. So when he goes over, will his Vinniness go away? Will that be the cure when he goes across the aisle? Like I will be fascinated to see if your powers reemerge once on land. And you've brought the requested artifact for the audience, Takaris asks. Choden carrying it. He'll be taking the audience, I answer. This one time, Choden's enormous ego works in our favor. He insists on being the only Navarian to meet with the kings free Zaydens and give us time to seek out our merchant my father mentioned. Excellent, Takaris nods. A word to the wise? Yes. He glances between us. I may collect rarities, but the king of Cortland absconds with them. Do not wander off from each other. Do not advertise what rare jewel you are, and at all costs, do not make a deal you cannot keep. Nearly 24 hours later, my access to magic fades, but all but trickles to the edge of the coast as we fly over the colors of Drawn, trading powers for sunlight. The loss is stunning, immeasurable in a way that, for an instance, makes me pity Jack fucking Barlow. No, there's never have I had any pity for Jack fucking Barlow. He can kiss a hemorrhoid with tongue. For the first time since the night Taryn and Adarna channeled to me, I feel small, naked even, stripped of power that comes and not only embroiled in me over the last year, but defined me. A shivering chill whispers over my skin, with the next gust of wind, and Adarna shrieking high above. My head whips in her direction as the sound echoes for those around us. Tarn drops unexpectedly, his wing beats faltering, and I fall forward, fumbling my saddle's pommel. Shit, did I just take my helmet off too soon? My hands make impact, jarring my wrist, but catch my body just before my stomach makes contact with Tarn, levels out over the ocean. Are you all right? I scan the sky for Adarna. Startled, we draw on magic for strength. Tarn explains. I hadn't realized how dependent we truly are. Adarna sinks rapidly on our right, wings beating a furious but futile pace. Hook on, Taryn orders. I'm quite capable. She's losing altitude with every second, pummeling toward the rippled water below us. I have no desire to scent salted scales, but once you're wet, you're on your own, he warns, then picks up his head, swiveling it back to the fourth of a reptilian manner. What's wrong, I ask. He dives towards Adarna without warning, and the sight of acceptance comes out with the huff of a snarl as his shoulders tighten, and I hear the metallic cling of the harness locking in place. Her added weight makes him dip for the breath of a second, and then the massive wings beat harder, lifting towards the riot. Adarna is suspiciously quiet. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Taryn, I prompt, my stomach souring with unease. I can't speak with Segale. He clipped out each word, or any of the others. Our communication has been severed. I reach for the glittering onyx bond, but even though Taryn is still there, Zayden isn't. We're already cut off. Bum, bum, bum. And there we are. What's about to happen tomorrow? Yeah. Woo. Shit's not good right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Shit is not going good. Shit is not good. So, okay, hang on. I'm looking at my map. Mapalodian. Where are we at? Hang on. There's no map on here. They don't have them on this map. What? We need a new map. This is... Oh, dang it. So I guess we hit Devil's Island tomorrow, right? It's great. It's fine. Like Jess says, everything's fine. The maps are omitted on purpose. I'm the map. All right. I mean, it might give stuff away. I get it. I really gotta... I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe we should just... Nope, she didn't want spoilers on it. Gotcha. Maybe I should just keep it shaved off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't want to grow back out. I can understand why the map. People are smart. Maps make it smart, especially if you put stuff that's not there yet. The basket, how do I feel? Like, what do you mean, how do I feel? Like, that Choden is having to ride in it like a little, like his great bitchy ass that he is? Like that, excuse me. Yeah, I think he's completely fucking ridiculous. Choden is a chode for that. And Choden is all the basket videos in the Discord. Oh, I don't even want to go to Discord. Oh, I bet it's going to be wild. Do you think we get an updated map? I think we should. I think the map should be. Like, yeah, once we get to a spot, you should definitely they should put the maps in there. Listen, Discord, y'all be popping off in the Discord, y'all. I'm telling you. If y'all don't know, listen, if y'all are here and y'all looking for an online book club, I'm telling you. Well, one of the mods, they'll pop the Discord link in here. But listen, y'all can have. It is an amazing. We've got the memes broke down, but it's like having the Insta and the TikTok and all the stuff in one big timeline. It's freaking great. And listen, we're getting ready. We're working on the whiteboard. It's growing. So if you want to join us, I think we will. Theories there. Something bad's about to happen. I know that. Thank you, Ms. Wolverine, for the Discord link. So this meeting can't go well, and I don't like how Discount was saying meet us like 10 hours later. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. It sounds like, because you can do a lot in that amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that much time, and I don't like that. That has me worried right now. I won't lie, because I read that right, didn't I? I'm gonna go back and make sure I read that right. I think I did. What do you mean never, Jess? What do you mean? Holden is too impulsive. Holden's a chode. Yep, very impulsive. Okay, hang on. No, you don't have to. Doubling up is ordered. Okay, hang on. All right. Okay, here it goes. Here we go. I'm gonna check this one more time. Hot-headed aristocrat. They came for our dragons. Hey, beautiful. I'll see that you have the map. He brings his lace fingers. You're prepared to lose your abilities. We are definitely prepared to get a second relief. It'll be fascinating to see your powers through the artifact. He's carrying it this one time. I can't find the line now. Where did it go? I can't find it. There it is. Right, laces his fingers. I suggest you land at my estate on the northern coast about 12 hours after we'll arrive. I don't like that 12-hour stuff. That right there seems super sketch AF to me. Y'all got 57K in 3 chapters? Y'all are wild tonight. We only been on 2 hours and y'all got 57K. You ladies went wild. Ooh, you got something to show them?
No.
Oh, no. Sorry. You was out.
Sorry. I hear you.
Oh, I got you.
I'm hearing myself. You got to grow back.
I have to grow it back? Why do I have to grow it back? Okay, it's fair enough. Exactly. I understand he wants to warn the people of the dragons, but 12 hours is a lot of time. See? Exactly. That's a lot of time. Like an hour, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're growing it back. I have to. I just got to get a better trimmer for down here because it was getting over the lip. You know what I'm saying? And I was, and I went, and then it got really short, and you can't have those ones. That's, you know what I'm saying? So Vega, you think it's just, oh, Hoobie, was that you, baby girl? Were you under my feet? Did she bring a cat out? Hang on. Hoobie. Come here. Come here. So you think they just want the 12 hours? Maybe. Come here. See if we can get Hoobie up here. Hoobie's being kind. Maybe. Hey, let's say hi. You want to say hi, Hoobie? Ooh, here we go. You want to say hi to, oh no. Woo! She tried to sneak that in there, y'all. Yep. Hoobie. You want to say hi, Hoobie? She doesn't. She's trying to drink my drink. Here, come on. You want to play with it? Here we got Hoobie coming in. There we go. Wow. There's the Hoobie. That's Hoobie. That's Hobbs. My cat. She's named after Calvin and Hobbes tiger. That is my, I'm not sure if y'all saw, but that's, I got Calvin and Hobbes on my hands. They're my favorite cartoon, so she's my Hobbes. You know, right? She's my little tiger. All right, so I always try to follow the trust no one rule. How many kitties do we have? 6. 6 kitties and an old puppy. Oh,
is he ready for his first appearance?
Are y'all ready? Okay, everybody here, you are ready for the first appearance. You asked for it. Francois. Ladies and gentlemen, Francois. You can come in. This is my eldest, and she bounced out, and he didn't want to play. That was Francois. He gone. He gone. Francois is gone. Francois is mad because his mom was a whore, unfortunately. We'll try to bring him again. He's the big orange guy. Oh, cat butt. Okay, Hoobie, now you're.
Hoobie, it's not your
There we go. There we go. Francois. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so he doesn't like it. He's the only boy cat that we have. That's the only boy. What? I got rabbit ears. Rabbit ears. Ah! So yes, he's the only male cat. It's an orange one. And then, as you all know, we have Liz's orange Maine Coon polydactyl cat. And then Hoobie. And then, oh, we got another cat. We got a cat show coming. All right. And then, as everybody knows, we have Toe. Everybody knows Toe. Hi, I'm Toe. And this guy, he makes weird videos. There we go. We got Toe. We'll bring Toe. Oh, and then, I gave you a cat butt. And there's the sock. There's the sock. I'll try to bring the sock out. Here we go. Here's the sock. And then we got the Lily. And that's Hoobie. Hoobie's moving the camera. So there you go. You wanted the cat tour. That's the cat tour. This is the exact basket you put Holden in.
What is wrong with you?
There's a medical file that's like that thick that explains it. You can go inside and read it.
I don't think I want to.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so those are the cats. No, yeah. Oh, we don't bring Elsie. Yeah, we have one more. What kind is she? A calico? What?
Tortoiseshell calico.
A tortoiseshell. Tortoiseshell. We have a tortoiseshell calico, but she is angry at everybody, so we don't bring her around.
She hates everyone.
Yeah. The puppy. His name is Drogo. His name is Drogo, but he's an old guy. He's actually a 15-year-old golden. So he's the old guy. I think he went to go lay down. I'll try to get him out of here next time when we gets him out here. But yeah, he's a golden. So yeah. He's yeah, exactly. That's what we said. Wow. Yeah, he's woo. We're worried. We're worried he's getting old. Could totally do lives with just the cats, you know. Oh, yeah. Trust me. And what's funny is I don't like cats. Figure that one out. I don't. I didn't. I like my cats. Does that make sense? Yeah, I wasn't a cat fan. And then we got the calico because the eldest had to do some stuff. And then she worked her way to talk for the second one. And then after we got the first orange one, hey, exactly, right? Well, this is the story. After we got the first orange one, then like a month later or so, or no, a few months later, because that was October, then November, December, January, about February. It's like, so 4 months later, they saw Toe at a place, and they asked me, and I'm like, no, we just got one. And they were like, okay. And that was Listen, the eldest. And then like that weekend, they went down there with the youngest, and she was like, Daddy, please, can I have the kitty? And they sent me pictures of her playing with it in the room, and I'm like, oh, okay, fine, why not? So I ended up having to get that kitty cat, and then the other little one, the other twin, wanted a bearded lizard, so I ended up having to buy a bearded lizard, but then the bearded lizard wasn't fun enough, so we gave that to a friend who rescues him. So then we got the bearded lizard, and then the other twin said that, hey, I would like a tuxedo cat too. So then we saw Hoobie, and we were like, okay, well, it's close to the tuxedo cat. And then all of a sudden it was like...
It was a crested gecko.
A crested gecko. A what?
A crested gecko.
A crested gecko. Sorry, not a bearded, a crested gecko. Sorry, I misspoke. Yeah. So then we saw Hoobie, but we found out that Hoobie's sister is Sock. And she really wanted Sock because Sock is an actual tuxedo cat. But we had already fell in love with Hoobie. So I was like, you know what? I'll take the black and white one, because why not? So then me and the little twin, who's my mini me, got those kitty cats. And then for Christmas this year, we got Lily, because she found the polydactyl Maine Coon orange cat. Welcome to our wild, wonderful life here at Wise Beyond the Stories. Yeah, and we found the dog. We got Drogo. We rescued him. What is it, 26? So we got him in like 20. It was way before I retired. I've been retired for 11 years. So that tells you that. We got him 2 years before I retired, easily 13. Yeah. So 14 years ago, 13, 14 years ago, whatever he is. Yeah, crap. That tells you how long. We rescued him at a softball tournament. I was playing softball and she came to visit and was like, hey, there's a cute dog. And I'm like, cool, I'm going to go play softball. And she bought the dog. So believe it or not, MJ, we didn't realize it was a Maine Coon. She just wanted the polydactyl. I was going to get her a Maine Coon at one point, but she didn't want it because she was like, no, Maine Coons are so, you have to really take care of them and they're super expensive. And then she just happened to find this one on a rescue site. So we got lucky. We got super lucky. But yeah. But anyway, I think we're going to end there. I think we're just chit-chatting, and I'm going to keep everybody bored and keeping things doing stuff. So before I close this out, do we have any questions for the evening? Yes, MJ, it was. Hey, we believe in the cat delivery system around here. Thank you for the roses, DW. Oh, 5 of them. Thank you for the roses. 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 I lost count. What is that? Thank you for the Go Popular sign. Woohoo! Tomorrow, we will be reading 3 chapters again tomorrow. It will probably be a short night. It will be a short night because it is a few short chapters. It's like 3 pages, 4 pages, and 4, but we will be 22 to 24 tomorrow night. Bobby, I'm glad I could keep you entertained at work. I'm glad if y'all joined us from work or whatever you're doing, hope y'all had a good day. I hope I can make y'all laugh, have a good giggle. If you want to join us in our Discord, join a book club. Come join us. We act like this all day, every day. Thank you. And everybody know, we're working on the whiteboard. Don't forget, we're getting it soon. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you, Jess. I saw those. I was asked what the chode list was. The chode list? Oh, hang on. Everyone at Bingo said they love the cats. Oh, that's awesome. Hang on, what do we ask? What I was asked what the chode list was. Our chode, like our ranking list, like how big of a chode you are. The top level, I think that's what we're talking about, is the Omega chode, and then you're a general chode, a lieutenant colonel chode, a colonel chode, lieutenant colonel chode, major chode, captain, a first lieutenant, second lieutenant, and a chode. But if you want the full ranking, the top 3 Omega chodes are currently Nolan, Colonel Chodetos, and freaking, what's his nuts? Choden. Those are the 3. And then we have the king of all chodes currently is Jack fucking Barlow. He's the king. That's the only thing higher than an Omega chode is a Jack fucking Barlow. That's how the list goes. All right, Courtney. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming out. Ba-dum-bam. I think we got the list now. Was that good, Miss Wolverine? I want to make sure we're with you. We got it with you. Later, Sean. Good luck at bingo, brother. Good luck at bingo. Be 24. All right, sweet. All right, night, everyone. Good night. I'm gonna wrap it up for about another one minute, and then we'll close it out. Everyone saying night. Yeah, seriously, thanks everybody for being there. Good night, squad. Quest squad out. Good night, Quest squad. Quest squad. Hey, we got somebody else in the Discord. I love that. Love it. Hey, thank you for being here, Miss Wolverine. Mickey, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Later, Quest squad. Quest squad. 8 Central Standard Time. Mon, night friend, thanks for making it out here. I'm glad we got you. Y'all got to 62.4. Y'all are amazing. All right, and with that, we are closing it out. Thank everybody for stopping by. Wise Beyond the Stories, a Twisted Bliss production. Haha. Mon, oh, I know, Mon, you gotta work. Don't worry, we're working, Mon. We're gonna get it in there. I promise. We're working you. I know we're always flipped. We gotta remember we're flipped. We gotta reverse it. We gotta flip down, flip it, and reverse it. Flip anthem. It's your fine anthem. All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Boom. Boom.